Hello, first grade readers. It is good to see you. We just got back from spring break, and I'm excited because while I was on spring break, I got to talk with my niece. Now, she lives in Houston, Texas, which is a very long ways away, but she's been watching these videos with me, and she lost her first tooth while I was on spring break. So that's pretty exciting when you're a first grader and you lose your first tooth. Now, the reason I tell you that story is because the book we're going to be reading today has to do with losing teeth. Now, we're going to do this video a little differently than we've done our videos in the past. In the past, Miss Sunshine's read a page and then you echo read it back to her. This time, I'm going to have you do most of the reading. I am going to ask you about some of the characters and things that are going on in this book. It's a pretty fun book. It's a fantasy book, which means it's pretty made up. We know there's no such thing as monsters. So the title of this book is Scaredy Monster Loses a Tooth. And it was written by Mika Hashimoto, and it was illustrated by Steve Lamb. So take a look. Here's the cover of the book, Scaredy Monster Loses a Tooth. Are you ready? Because you're going to read this first page to me, and I want you, as you read, to figure out whether or not you can tell who the character is. Are you ready? So our first character is named Scaredy Monster, and I bet you that's him hiding under the bed. Here goes our next page. Get ready. Now this page. Now on this sentence that you just read, I hope when you read it, your voice sounded like a question, because this sentence ends in a question mark. So when I read this sentence, it sounds like this. Do you want to hear it? And it sounds like I'm asking a question. Let's read this paragraph down below. Ready? And now this page, first grade readers. A scared monster. Let's take a look at this page. Oh, so the author is asking us if we can figure out why Scaredy Monster is scared, and he's opened up his mouth. So if we were going to predict what it is that Scaredy Monster is scared of, what do you think he's scared of? Did you say that he's afraid of his loose tooth? If you did, let's read and find out. I think you're right. Here we go. And do you notice the punctuation on this page? In this sentence, our sentence ends. Do you remember what that's called? What kind of punctuation that's called? That's an exclamation mark. So when we read this sentence, our voice has to have a lot of feeling and excitement to it. And our author gave us another text clue about how she wants this page read, because she used the text feature, bold text, all capitals. Scaredy Monster has a loose tooth. Can you look in that monster's mouth and tell which tooth is loose? But you can. Let's read this page, first graders. And now let's read this page. Oh, let's see what's going to happen next. Oh, so Scaredy Monster has found some extra sticky peanut butter in the cupboard. If you were going to predict what the character Scaredy Monster is going to do with that peanut butter, what do you think he's going to use it for? Let's see if it's extra sticky. You think he's going to try and stick his tooth back in his mouth? Do you think that's going to work? Let's read and find out. Ready? Oh, let's see what happens on this page, readers. Oh, so he turns out he really likes peanut butter. So do I. Let's see what happens next. Ready? Let's see what his new plan is. Let's see if you can read the word on this page. If you're not sure, take a look at the illustration. That gives us a pretty good idea about what this big word is. Ready? Marshmallows, that's right. And let's see if that worked. Nope. Okay, let's see what his next idea is. Let's read this page. And this one. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen. It looks like it's time for bed. Let's keep reading. Boy, he's just having a struggle. Okay. It's the next morning, and if you were going to predict how Scaredy Monster is feeling, do you think he's feeling happy? Do you think he's feeling excited? Do you think maybe he's a bit tired? Do you think he's still a little worried about that tooth? Let's read and find out if you are correct. Oh, so if you said Scaredy Monster was still nervous and upset about his tooth, you were correct. Now we meet a new character on this page. Who's the new character that we get to meet? If you said Scaredy Monster's mommy, you are correct. Let's see if she knows what to do. Ready? So we find out it's totally normal when we lose our teeth. Let's see. Okay, let's see what happens next. Your turn. And this page. What kind of food is Scaredy Monster biting down on that loose tooth? Is it an apple? That might do the trick. Let's see. Oh, so we have 2 exclamation points on this page. And we have the text feature of all caps on that first sentence, which means the author really wants us to read that sentence with a lot of excitement and feeling in our voice. Let's look at this page. Ready? That is going to be a big grown-up monster tooth growing in his mouth. Roar. I hope you get to lose another tooth soon and that you are not scared when it happens and that you are as brave as Scaredy Monster.